Evening, everybody. I see here. Let's talk about something that really aggravates the bejesus out of me. Now, this is not to be offensive towards the gay community because I have family members that are gay. Okay, this is directed towards the members of the gay community that are perverted beyond belief and think that it's okay to parade in the for a pride parade wearing basically cellophane and having on the guys having your tallywhackers, wieners, whatever you want to call it, flapping in the breeze. And the reason why I'm getting aggravated on this one is because up in Toronto, Canada, they just had a pride parade saying it was family friendly. Okay? I don't care how family friendly you want to call it. If a young child, 3, 4, 5, even 6, 7, 8, is subjected to seeing a naked person covered in body paint with the one that really aggravated, the guy was fairly heavy set, wearing a backpack, had a pig mask over their face, and the rest of their body was naked, just painted. And they're bouncing up and down on the street, and their wieners bouncing around too. And children are seeing this. How much more disgusting can it get? This is in Canada, where you get arrested or fined for offensive tweets or offensive Facebook postings. But it's not offensive to be sexually suggestive towards children or to basically be naked except for body paint and displaying all that your God gave you for children. In my eyes, that's grooming, that's sexual abuse, that's child abuse, that's indecent exposure. But yet, the city founders, fathers, whatever you want to call the morons that are running the city of Toronto, think it's perfectly fine. How disgusting can you get? And I love Canada. I mean, I've been to Canada many, many times. I used to think it was one of the more cleaner countries that I visited. I have friends that live in Burlington, Ontario. I have friends in Vancouver. So I love the country. And I love a lot of the people. But their policies have gone down the toilet. And for what reason? God only knows. So, to my Canadian friends, it's time for you to take a stand at your ballot box when it's time for you to vote. And you have to remove these progressive, liberal, socialist thinkers out of office. All of them. Otherwise, you know how they say the U.S. right now is turning into Gomorrah under the Biden administration? Well, you guys are going to be Sodom, the way things are going. Between the two countries with the catering to the gay and trans community, with the pride parades, with the grooming of children, the unauthorized perversion towards kids with these puberty blockers and sex change operations, and it's getting out of hand, people. It's time to take a stand. I'm not saying being violent, but you have to take a stand. You have to remove the people that are currently in charge, and you have to set ground rules. I hate to say it, but maybe these people need to go back into the closet, because now that they've gotten out of the closet, they've really gone crazy. And we're having a hard time keeping them in check. So that's number one for me. Number two, the recent debate between Biden and Trump. I watched it. Hate to say it, but I'm very embarrassed for my country. President Biden, 50 years in public office, 50 years of lies, plagiarizing other people's accomplishments for his own, stories that his daughter had in her diary that she had to take her showers late at night because she didn't want her father climbing into the shower with her again. You had stories of Hunter Biden, after his brother died, having intercourse or relations, however you want to put it, with his sister-in-law, his brother's widow. Talk about keeping it in the family. It's just disgusting. And then you add to that Hunter's drug use. Then you add to that the disaster that this man and his underlings, if you want to call them that, actually I think they're his masters and he's a puppet, but what's going on in our southern border, northern border, you've got 20 million plus people been allowed into this country in less than 4 years. You've got people that are on the terror watch list. You've got Chinese military age personnel coming in. Don't tell me this is not an invasion. I'm not stupid. And anybody with half a brain knows that this is an invasion. And the bad part is this administration is preventing people from stopping it because they want it to happen. Biden was overheard speaking to someone saying that if Trump wins, the illegals won't be able to vote in the elections anymore. That means they're well aware that they've been voting illegally in this country, which is why the Democrats obviously have remained in power. Because when you give out free stuff, you're going to want more free stuff. And that's what the Democrats do. They take from those of us that work and they give it to the people that sit on their butt and do nothing but vote. And this is the problem we have in this country. And unless we change it real soon, we're going to suffer the same fate that our friends up in Canada are suffering right now. Icy out.